Okay. What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Rainbow Sparkles. If you like what you see, what are these? Hold on, checks notes. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. What the hell? Be sure to do whatever you want as long as it's nice. And now we get to watch the exclusive interview of one of our favorite characters from that show of Kid Nation. You guys ready? I look way too big, actually. Hold on.
Hello, my hair is getting so large it is acquiring its own gravity field and or sentience. This video is brought to you by the Ridge Wallet. That's right, the wallet that holds up to 12 cards as well as cash.
I'm gonna need
With
that.
over 30,000 5-star reviews and a lifetime warranty to boot, they're the last wallet you'll ever have to buy. And best of all, they've got...
Does that mean if I buy this and I like drop it from the sky, it's like there's a unlimited warranty, so like I can get like another one? Oh, it's rainbow. It's kind of rainbow. I'm kind of stretching with this one, but that looks kind of like a rainbow. I'm just saying. Anyway.
Got over 30 colors and styles to choose from, so you can pick the one that's right
rainbow.
For you. So if you're still using a bulky old wallet like this, why don't you head over to ridge.com/JonTron and use code JonTron to save yourself 10% and get free worldwide shipping and returns. And not to mention, this beauty makes a perfect gift for Father's Day, which is coming up.
Or in this case, for Christmas, which is coming up. Or when this video posts probably has passed. But I digress.
Don't be a bad son or daughter.
Last time on JonTron, John took a plunge into the world of Jonathan Koch and Kid Nation. Today we catch up with Jimmy from New Hampshire to find out if he's still 8 years old and to ask the hard-hitting question.
He looked like he was still 8 years old. He didn't age a day.
If you haven't watched part 1, do so now or I'll scream. Link in the description below.
What do you think his scream would sound? What do you think his scream would sound like? You think I should scream for ice cream? Ice cream!
What may have seemed like the ending there was really just the beginning for us. We had to get down to the bottom of what actually happened at Kid Nation. And I'm very pleased to announce we have a very special guest joining us here today. So everyone, please put your hands together for Jimmy Flynn!
Jimmy! Yes! Hi, Jimmy! Oh, look at you, Jimmy.
Precautions here.
Whoa,
right.
what the?
Gonna spray you down first, Jimmy.
Wow!
Right, sorry about this.
Wow!
Real good. Okay, let's go. All right, Jimmy, just come on over this way.
Can you imagine going to an interview? Like, we gotta take precautions. I mean, that probably really did happen about 5 years ago now that I think about it. Never mind, this actually is probably pretty normal.
Seat over there. Thanks again for coming on.
Of course, it's an honor, John.
Oh, it's our pleasure. Trust me.
Did he plastic-proof the chair? He did! Oh, God. Oh, God, I can't even. This is so funny. This is so funny.
Look at you. You're all grown up. You're a big boy now.
Yeah, he's a big boy. Oh. What?
You think this is funny? This isn't funny. This is serious. This is childish. What happened to you?
It's pretty
It's
serious.
good to have you here. Can I offer you anything before we start? Would you want me to crack you a can of Bush's baked beans?
Sure.
Nice. Sorry.
If you want a gassy experience.
This should hydrate you before we start. Oh shit!
Oh!
Oh my God, I'm sorry. So this is the real Jimmy. This is the real. He's really here. This is him. Jimmy, we have a lot of questions for you. I'm sure everyone.
When was this? Hold on. When was this recorded? Cheese and rice! It was recorded during COVID! Oh my God! I'm like, why is this happening? I don't understand. Like, this was 10 years ago, right? No, this was... I can't even. I'm sorry. I'm going back a few seconds. Oh my God.
So this is the real Jimmy. This is the real. He's really here. This is him. Jimmy, we have a lot of questions for you. I'm sure everyone watching at home, I'm sure everyone is curious. I'm curious. We're all curious. But we want to get the real scoop from somebody who's really there. You say your memory's a bit fuzzy then, right?
Yeah, it was 13 years ago, so a little bit fuzzy.
Yeah, so you were 8 then, and you are 21 now? Mm-hmm. Okay, so just tell us. What we really want to know is, was it as real as it looks?
So So people didn't. So when they say no adults, I mean they meant no parents. Obviously, there's
Oh.
cameramen and stuff. People,
Okay.
people thought there was no cameraman or anything like.
That's what I was saying. I figured
People-
I figured the cameraman wasn't like a toddler.
I wasn't a robot. Yeah.
Oh, robot, or I wouldn't even think of robot. I was thinking like a toddler, but wait. So yeah, there's adults manning
It's a drone.
the stations, the
Yes.
cameras and stuff.
And every now and then they would dictate some things you did. Like I found so I was on the poor team. Okay.
The poor team.
The poor team.
Oh, you mean like the laborer
grade.
class?
Yeah.
Do we have that down here? See, there you were. Child feudalism. That's you down there. See, you were there.
Yep.
The damned.
that.
Oh
You
my
were right there in the
god.
laborer class.
I was one of the damned. Yes.
Yeah. So I just wanted to show you that. Anyway, so you go on.
So we got like, I don't know, it was like 4 or 5 buffalo nickels, which was the currency.
Buffalo nickel.
Buffalo, they were just silver with buffaloes on them.
Yeah, fair enough. Currency of the Old
Buffalo
West.
nickels.
And I spent all my
Okay.
money in the candy shop and on root beer because I was 8 years
So
old.
you were going to a payday advance like right after that. Weren't you? You were trying to get a welfare check.
Oh my
wanted-
god.
You were waiting in the unemployment line.
Yeah, I was, but
Oh my
and so I didn't
God.
have any money, but like for the most part, I spent all of it, and then
You gotta save,
the
Jimmy.
camera.
Come on.
I didn't know what saving was. I didn't.
It was 8. I'm way too young for this.
And so they
Can you blame him though? Not only as a kid, but also the fact is, you don't know if you're ever gonna see that currency again. So you're just kind of like, I'm gonna spend it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
It was 8. I'm way too young for this.
And so some of the cameramen were like, oh, look what we found here, and they would kick some dirt and be like, oh, it's a buffalo nickel, you should pick it, but they planted it probably.
Oh, they just would like throw you more money.
Yeah. 'Cause,
So
like,
was it a real functioning economy? I mean, to an extent.
yeah, I mean, like I would go. I didn't even know we had a general store. I didn't know that. They didn't communicate that with us. I just knew that there was a candy store and a soda shop.
It sounds like they didn't clue you in on much.
I think the
then.
general store came in
I also probably wasn't
afterwards, like a day
listening
or
very well,
two.
because I was 8. And I
Can
don't
you?
listen.
Yeah, I
Come
wouldn't.
on.
I wouldn't listen
Did they
very
give
well
you
either.
like food that wasn't shown, or did you really have to eat what they cooked?
So for the most part, we ate what they cooked, and they had like it was horrible.
What the kids cooked?
Yeah. It's shit. It was
Ugh.
horrible.
I knew it.
Ugh.
They really weren't feeding you. You had to
Ugh.
feed yourselves.
To my memory, they fed us one time, and it was after the big.
Oh,
One of the kids started to look real pale, like
Yeah, I was
foot
yeah,
started to
after,
numb.
after the after, we got trench foot. No, after the like the big event, we came back and everybody there was no time to cook because we did the event. And we were all like freezing because it was very cold. Oddly enough, it's cold in New Mexico at night, and so they
yeah, that is something I've been very curious about when it comes to the desert. Is it's very hot during the day, but it's freezing cold at night. And that, where I live, it's kind of like that anyway. But yeah, here I am being like, I wonder what it's like to experience that in person. Yet I'm literally going through it, and I'm like, nah, but the desert though, because that makes sense.
everybody there was no time to cook because we did the event. And we were all like freezing because it was very cold. Oddly enough, it's cold in New Mexico at night, and so they fed us, and it was this. I didn't like vegetables very much, but I remember it was a weirdly cooked chicken breast, and then like this purple. I'm assuming it's.
Those poor kids. Oddly cooked chicken.
I remember it was a weirdly cooked chicken breast, and then like this purple. I'm assuming it's cabbage now, but I didn't know what it was at the time.
some purple
It was
substance.
purple stuff. It wasn't good.
Oh my god.
I did not eat very well. Because other than that, we had
So the whole
dusty pancakes and molasses syrup.
So they
Ew.
just said, children, make your own food, really eat it, and stay alive. And there's no problem with this.
One of the intervention they had people just walk around making sure you're hydrated. Because they couldn't have people passing out, so
Okay,
there was just,
that'd be bad for ratings.
yeah, they had this one assistant who was always giving me Gatorade. Oh, and they gave us this dust to brush your teeth. You had like little,
What?
you do this and
You
you.
could have just picked it off the ground. Dust?
Well, it wasn't dust. It was a little canister with like powder that you'd
Okay.
rub on your teeth and then spit.
I guess the main question is, to what degree was that really like just you versus the elements? How much intervention was there?
There was enough just to get us by, but other than that, I didn't think there was a whole lot. Cause I like I said, like okay, so when I'm sleeping, I had a mattress that was probably this thick, and then a
What?
blanket that was the thickness of this carpet.
What? They really did that to you?
I'm like, and then my pillow I
those
didn't have one, so I used
babies.
my red puffy coat. I'd puff it up and use it as a pillow. And I had long hair, so I got cut in the zipper a few times.
Oh.
Wait, so but that must have been like legitimately scary for you a little bit, right? Was it?
I also shared it with like 4 or 5 other boys I just met.
So there was no way out of it until the first town hall meeting, right?
Yeah. You were forced for the first 4 days.
Because I love how they're like, don't worry, this isn't some kind of crazy show. You can get off. You gotta wait like
5 days.
2 weeks.
Like on the 5th day.
That's really what they did, right? So that's
wild.
not fake. You couldn't elect out.
Not that I mean, if I really like threw a tantrum, they probably would. But,
Suppose you could have run in a different direction until nobody found you.
They had like a wall of like security people like really far off to like make sure that no weird people or no animals like
No weird people.
It was like Hands Across America. Is that what?
As if the people that weren't hosting this aren't weird for what they've done. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't think anybody in charge of child safety on the crew.
People or no animals like
No
that.
weird people.
It was like Hands Across America. Is that what it's called? The thing in the movement
I'm not sure.
or something like that. But they literally had people like surrounding the town.
Chain link like this?
Yeah.
But they looked like they were.
I think I'd be concerned if a weird man just showed up at the border of a random ghost town.
Yeah.
Oh,
So wait, yeah, no.
That is kinda
were there
freaky.
Scorpions in there?
I never saw a scorpion. I saw jackrabbits.
A jackrabbit.
And
That's
I
terrifying.
tried to
Oh.
murder them.
Oh, I remember
Sorry,
that.
PETA, but I mean, like,
To a certain degree, you can't get all.
you know, Master, you recommended this video to me. I'm a little surprised because I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm a little surprised because I'm like stressed for if Axel hears things like that, even though he recommended this to me.
and I tried to murder them.
Oh, I remember
Sorry,
that.
PETA, but I mean, like,
To a certain degree, you can't get all the scorpions out of the
He's saying sorry, PETA. I'm saying sorry, Axel.
Repellent,
pesticide bomb.
but I didn't see anything.
Did anybody see any critters that were dangerous?
It's funny that he brings up PETA right now in this video because it kind of is relevant to what is happening with PETA with that one game, that horse game. What is that game called that everybody's playing? That's a really cute horse game, and they said some messed up stuff. It was from Uma Musume. PETA just signed themselves a lawsuit against Uma Musume. Hold on, I'm gonna look this up, and we're doing this. Look at this. If Uma Musume Pretty Derby was honest, in real life, the horse Silent Suzuka suffered a catastrophic injury in a race and was euthanized. Very violent. I don't think I'm supposed to show this on YouTube, so please blur that out when you're editing. Blur that out. Oops. A real horse's injury wasn't like that either for that specific horse. No, it wasn't. They were very uninformed. However, because of that post, they were able to raise money for a good cause. So I thought that was really cool.
Not that I know of. I think that I didn't see anything.
Did anybody see any critters that were dangerous?
Not that I know of. I think that's what the people. When we were out like jackrabbit hunting, we weren't really far off the area, but like we had obviously people like accompany us. We saw this. I remember seeing like cows and bulls, but they were tagged, so they like belonged to a farm. They weren't wild.
Wild
They weren't.
cows.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't even know if there are wild cows. But
Very dangerous and a bit rude, if I'm being honest. No, but the thing is, right?
A bit rude.
I was wondering. I was like, because they're making you sleep in these dusty old cabins with like, you know, probably space between the floorboards, right?
yeah,
So I'm surprised you didn't come across any.
I wasn't there very long, so maybe there's some.
I'm curious. I'm curious if anyone else. If anyone else from Kid Nation knows if there were critters in or around your area, I want to know. That was a legitimate thing that I was wondering about. So you had to feed yourselves. You really were pretty much open to the elements. Like, was it insulated? Was it cold at night in there?
Oh, it was freezing. It was really
They
really
didn't
cold.
even keep you warm. You
I
only a
shivered.
kid.
I shivered every night.
You shivered.
Yes.
They really genuinely put, like, because like the thing is, I'm just trying to figure out where the line between reality TV and they really are putting a kid in nature.
It was pretty. All right, so we had these crappy old houses, and then they stuffed like 6 of us in there.
Wow.
Tiny thin mattresses, very thin blankets. In the middle of the night in Mexico, it's freezing. I'd have to wear like full clothing. I wouldn't be able to go in like PJs. I had like sweatpants and stuff.
I feel like there were a couple times at camp like that, but it was always like a little bit monitored. On the bus when you were all coming in.
Yes.
Did they tell you where you were going?
No, that bus ride was like 2 hours, and we had no idea. I remember
didn't
I was
tell
just
them?
so we were staying at some random New Mexico hotel, and I was on the bus. And I remember just like I was on the window seat, and I was like looking out the window. And I saw my mom and my sister, and we just like drove away, and I was like, shit, this is real. And then like,
Wow.
I have no, and then we drove forever and they never told it. They were like,
Whose idea was it for you to get on this show?
go on the show. I think it was like my mom's. I mean, like I was kind of interested in acting when I was little, and so I auditioned for this, like the new role, but I
You
was
weren't gonna have to do any acting.
little did I know. And
Jeez
we
Louise.
went to an audition in Boston, and like they were like, "Oh, we like you, but you're too young." And that was when I was 7, so it was a year before. And then the next year, they were like, "Oh, I guess I still liked me." So they were like, "You're 1 year older, so you're better now."
Well, they called your mom up and said, "We got the perfect role for him. We're gonna strand him in a random location. You can't come.
Yes.
If you call the police, we'll come for you. We have people." You
Wow.
Like an acting agency
Jeez,
to your
Louise.
mom, and you were trying to do acting. You weren't like, "I'm so ready for this social experiment."
Yeah, I was more into the playing a character and being in a nice movie set like this or something, and then
You didn't know. Thank you, by the way, for saying this
Instead-
is a nice movie set here in my actual basement. No, but it is pretty sick, though, isn't it, guys?
yeah,
Sick.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
pretty cool having a basement like that, you know,
No, but
just
yeah, so
chilling.
you weren't trying to get in a social experiment. Like, did you?
I'm not gonna lie though, John. It gives me like I'm a little bit OCD, so a part of me just wants to reorganize everything, but chaotically. Is there anybody else here that can relate where they feel organized, but then it's like an organized chaos? Because that's kind of what I'm feeling. I'm like, you know, I could probably organize this, but it's gonna be a little chaotic in the process. We're gonna start with one side of the wall, and then we're never gonna finish, and then we're gonna go to the other side, and then we're gonna. I'm just kidding. Oh my god.
No, but yeah, so
ADHD.
you weren't trying to get in a social experiment. Like, did you know that it was going to be like real, or did you think this was going to be fake? Like, what was the when you got
Welcome
off the
to
bus, did everybody
ADHD.
suddenly realize it's more real than they thought?
What was I?
I mean, I went in with like a whole different idea. Like I was like, I want to be like coolest kid.
Oh.
Basket. I'm gonna have a fun time. Like I was expecting it to be more like an adventure. Like it's gonna be fun.
Right.
No
Like-
parents. Let's like drink root beer until like midnight. No one can tell us our bedtime kind of thing. I was like, oh, this is great.
No, it was
I got
actual
there, it
work.
was horrible.
Right.
Yeah.
If I were a kid, I think I would think the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
did you have any concept?
You don't
at that
prepare for that
age
stuff
of,
as a
like,
kid.
Oh, it's reality TV, but it's probably not going to be like totally real.
So I grew up watching Survivor. Like my parents and my
Right.
family would always watch it, and that seems very authentic. So I was like, it's gonna be like a kid Survivor, but like there was a decent amount of intervention, and I think it was mainly because it was just like everywhere you turn there was a camera, and it's something you don't really realize when you're watching, is that when
Right.
you're actually there, there's like cameramen everywhere.
So, what did your parents think of this whole thing?
I mean, so in the beginning they were all for it because it sounds like
In the
a
beginning.
cool adventure. Like he's gonna go out. Like it sounded like a little bit more extreme summer camp.
I can imagine it now. In the beginning, have your child audition for this incredible opportunity where they get to experience going back in time to re-experience blah yada yada. They're put in teams, and it's like, you know, like a reality show, and they make it really fun sounding. On paper, they made it really interesting, and the parents were really excited because they thought that they were doing a service for their children and getting them to do things that are fun and interesting and different. But also, if they're interested in acting, there's an opportunity there. I'm really curious to see what he's going to say about after they found out the truth of the matter, because how you present it versus the how the presentation must have been nice, but they probably didn't execute it correctly. They didn't. I'm going to tell you now, if I was the parent of that of any of those children, Mama Rainbow is a whole other story, or whole other story. Can I say words? Whole other story.
Like it sounded like a little bit more extreme summer camp. It was a lot worse. But when I came back, they were like, my mom was very glad that I came home because she didn't realize how much she would like miss me after
Right.
having to like leave her child in New Mexico and go back to New Hampshire.
And how long were you there from the time you got off the bus to the time you left?
7
So,
days.
so I was
week?
at Bonanza City for 4 days.
4 days.
And then when I left, I think it was like 2 or 3 days.
So
I was
7.
in a hotel with one of like the PA, do you call them PAs?
Production assistant.
Yeah. One of the PAs. I was just like in a hotel with it. That sounds really bad. Let me.
That does. I'm gonna.
Oh.
Was he?
We were too-
Oh.
Was he a hand?
Gosh. This is a disaster. This is so up. Oh yeah. So then after I told him I wanted to go home, I went into a hotel room alone with another adult that was not my parent or family member of a trusted member. Just a random production assistant. I'm so stressed. I mean, he looks like he turned out fine, but wow.
Like in a hotel with it. That sounds really bad. Let me.
I'm gonna.
No, please rephrase
Was
that.
he, you know, was he hands off?
Oh my God. Oh.
No.
Okay.
It was 2 different hotel rooms. He was just like, brought me to like the mall. And we were having a fun time. Great guy.
Hands
Not
off
weird.
or hands on? kind of
Very
guy?
hands off.
Okay. So has this like followed you? Did your schoolmates find out about this and stuff?
Oh yeah.
Right in the world.
Yeah, I think I was the only kid from New Hampshire on it, so like it was talk of the town.
Right.
Yeah, it aired in my 4th grade. Everyone was like fine with it. And then I think as we got older and we got into that prepubescent, like, I got a lot of backlash from it. A lot of, yeah.
Backlash. I don't understand. See, whenever I hear about this, like backlash from like, wouldn't you think people would be like, oh, that's Jimmy, the sick kid from Kid Nation?
It was like, you're
you
bitch.
got put in the desert by producers. Like, what? Why would they make fun of you for that?
Because I left early and I cried and they're like, I don't cry.
You were AIDS.
People don't cry. Apparently, I'm the only person that cries.
You were
Like,
not. In the episode that I watched, play the clip. Look at all them crying. Everyone crying.
Wow, look at him. Yeah, everybody's crying.
That's how I felt like.
Yeah.
Like half the kids break down eventually. And I'm like, that's what I really want to know. That one scene where do you remember? There's a scene where you're just crying somewhere
in the back of a barn.
Did you really run away?
I actually did run away, and then the producers, or the Karen, found me and like, hey Jimmy, can we film you?
He did. That's what
He
I said.
did.
I made fun of. It's really what happened.
He came up to
He's just like, yeah, give me more of that.
well, they asked, like, do you mind if we film you? Like, this will be pretty good. And I was like,
This will be good.
Oh,
Didn't mean to
Jimmy,
interrupt you.
no.
This will be good.
yeah.
That's so apt. That's so
I
apt.
know you have no concept of anything. Your prefrontal cortex isn't even grown in yet. This is going to be great for ratings. Can you keep the waterworks coming?
I was like, whatever it takes.
Honestly,
Wow.
What? Because I joked about that, but I'm like, because my feeling
did,
was,
yeah.
you're filming an 8-year-old crying, it's not fake.
That's no.
You can't be like Haley Joel Osment when you see him crying on an AI or whatever movie when he's a kid actor. You're like, okay, so he learned to cry. But when a kid's like, you're
Snot's coming out.
I couldn't believe anybody could just sit there and be like, because like silently like.
Yeah, kind of heartless.
So were there any was there a fallout from this? Was
You know, it pisses me off too because it reminds me of those family channels on YouTube that got exposed for exposing their children on YouTube, in the sense of like, look it, we're so happy, we're such a happy family. Look how happy we are, and then they're starving them behind the scenes, abusing them, and it's just that to me is just I could never. And I know I'm one of those parents that's a little like, you know. When I say a little, I'm very protective of my child. So there's a lot of things that I would be like, absolutely not. I try to be open-minded on some things, but this would never be an option in my mind ever. No.
Anybody could just sit there and be like, because like silently like.
Yeah, kind of heartless.
So were there any was there a fallout from this? Was there like a lawsuit or anything?
I did not sue them, but they were sued a bunch of times. So kids drink bleach.
Jimmy, this is the first I've heard of that.
So
Glad you're here to tell me about it. So you go ahead and tell us about the bleach.
Yeah. So I was not there for that part, but
What?
you know, kids don't know how to clean things very well. So they're like, this is dirty glass. Bleach.
You mean they wash the glass
They instead of washing it with soap and water or just hot water, they used bleach to clean it.
and then drank from it?
And then they didn't wash it out very well. Next glass.
Did they get sick? Did they get
The
sick?
ambulance came.
Oh my God! But was it like a real reaction from drinking bleach, or or was it a preventative ambulance?
I mean, there's no way you feel good after drinking bleach.
Wow.
Another girl got burnt, got really, I don't know how bad, but she got oil burns when she was
Still have her
cooking.
face?
Probably, hopefully, maybe.
Well,
probably not.
you haven't seen it, so maybe it's
Yeah.
okay. Wait, no. So she got burned how?
She was cooking, and again, kids don't know how to cook, so they're like, I need at least 3 cups of oil in this pan.
Oh,
And
and it sizzled out.
yeah, and they're not deep frying it. They just were trying to cook it,
Oh
sizzled
my
out.
God.
And I think Pretty sure they got sued for that.
They-
Those are the only two I know.
Because
of.
I've never heard of it, and when you try to buy this thing online, there's one clip of this show online. Everywhere that it's listed, you can't buy it. It's not for sale. I assume the lawsuits they try to bury this thing.
Yeah, I think so too. But they gave well, at least me. I shouldn't speak for everybody else. They gave me a DVD of every episode, so I have all of them.
Okay, was there?
For your trauma, for everything you've had to deal with, even while growing up and getting bullied for this show. For your trauma, we're going to give you a full VHS system / DVD of the entire show that you were only a fourth of, not even in the first 4 days of how many ever days it was. For your trauma, here's a full set to watch the entire show so you can watch everybody else suffer. How did these adults that created this show think that this was a good idea? How?
Well, at least me. I shouldn't speak for everybody else. They gave me a DVD of every episode, so I have all of them.
Okay, was there really one bathroom only?
Yes. Well, for the guys, though, because I peed behind almost
Wherever you
every
wanted.
bar. Yeah, I peed wherever I wanted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so was there really just one house for 40 kids?
Yeah, so it was actually right outside my room. And the funny thing was, if I woke up, there was a line of like 20 kids waiting to use the outhouse. And I didn't like
So that's really real.
that was really real.
I'm like 40 kids? 40 kids, one outhouse? There's gonna be a line. The math shows the line.
Yeah.
And there was 20 kids waiting for the one
Half the
outhouse.
kids were waiting.
That's why
those
I
poor
peed outside for
babies.
this part.
Jimmy, see, you really were the smartest one.
Yeah, and then I also
Girls have a bit of a problem with that. Just kidding. How does a girl pee on the outside? On the side of the house? Sorry, I mean,
It's a process.
Just ask one more time. There's no other way to relieve oneself.
no, and I did not defecate while I
You
was
didn't?
there.
Jimmy, you didn't drop the kid. Your parents dropped their kids off, but you didn't drop your kids off at any pool.
I saw the outhouse. I saw a girl come out. I went in, and I just saw a lot of poop. And I was like, I can't do this.
Oh,
So
You
God,
just
I did not
cracked
go.
open. You saw the scene. You saw the.
I can
you saw
smell
the
it
crime
from
scene.
here.
You tried to bleach it from your mind, not literally this time. Wait, so can you just expand on the statement? I saw a lot of poop,
I was afraid that if I sat down, it would go in me.
and you'd get more up in there.
Oh,
And I didn't want that to happen.
Oh.
You have enough boiling up inside.
No.
So I was like, I can't do that.
need
that's
an
so
insertion.
that's so
When I look
cruel.
back, I don't know who would ever empty it. So like, it would literally just pile up.
Nobody emptied it.
I don't think so, because when I went in, it was kind of a tower.
It was a tower. I was wondering, like, if this really was. So they genuinely were like, do you want to watch cartoons, kids? Or would you like to have sanitation? Did you guys take showers?
So for the first 3 days, we did not take a shower. But after our big like event, when it had like all the colored water all over us, then we took a shower for like.
Where were those showers?
They had them in like little trailers.
So they could have brought you more porta potties.
Yes.
They just didn't wanna.
Yes.
They wanted to torture you on
They
purpose.
literally tortured the
Did
kid.
Jonathan Koch have his own bathroom?
I think he had his own trailer. I'm pretty sure he had a nice luxury bed.
Okay.
I'm
I
sure.
gotta ask you about Jonathan Koch.
Jonathan's always coming in being a wise ass, making fun of Jimmy when he was 8 years old, being an asshole, being like, you want to go home? Yeah, you want to go home? When he gets to sleep comfortably in a trailer while all the kids get to sleep in these dusted, rundown places where they're like little itty bitty mattresses, little itty bitty blankets, outhouse porta potties with stacked up literally. I'm gonna lose my not literally, but like figuratively, I'm gonna lose my mind, and that's okay. Okay, I'm gonna woosah. I'm gonna woosah. The people that made this show either really hate kids or have never had kids.
I think he had his own trailer. I'm pretty sure he had a nice luxury bed.
Okay, I gotta ask you about Jonathan Koch. Mm-hmm. It's creepy, strange alien lizard man, isn't he?
Lizard man.
I think it was.
You think he was a reptilioid? Because whenever he was talking to you guys, he was very direct. He was just like, you are looking like easy pickings down there.
Yeah, he would repeat the same lines over and over again because it would be like, oh, that take wasn't good enough. So he was
Really?
very robotic. He'd be like, in our town's objective is this. And then the big
Ugh.
say it again. Then he would say, in our town's objective. So he would repeat things over and over again. So we were really like, yo, what the fuck's
You were just
going
like,
wrong?
That's
"Is this
so
guy, like,
weird."
broken?
Yeah.
You know, it kind
Dude.
of looked like he was talking at you, not really to you.
Oh, he definitely was. I mean, also, like, when I left, he just, like, towered over me. He was just, like, looking down. He was like, bye, bitch.
That's how there's a few things, because we do media, we know certain tricks of the trade, and I noticed certain things that were like you could not fake. Like you were looking up at this towering man, like you were giving him this kind of look, and I'm like, my God, he's truly like in awe. Because normally, like at that age, adults talk to you kind of in a different way.
They maybe get down to your level and try to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Nah,
But he's just like,
power figure.
well, I guess you're leaving, little boy. The door is that way. It was weird.
I'm gonna go back because this sounded like Aerith's theme starting. Hold on.
You were looking up at this towering man, like
That is Aerith's theme. Whoever inserted that is a brilliant genius. I love Aerith's
you're
theme.
giving him this
Final
kind of
Fantasy
look,
VII.
and I'm like, my God, Jimmy's truly like in awe. Because normally, like at that age, adults talk to you kind of in a different way.
They maybe get down to your level and try to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Nah,
But he's just like,
power figure.
well, I guess you're leaving, little boy. The door is that way. It
It's
was
so
weird. It really
awkward.
was
That
weird.
is
Were you
so
freaked out
awkward.
by him?
I was a little.
That is
I
uncomfortable.
didn't feel safe around him. I'll say that.
Oh yeah, no.
Source. He didn't feel safe around Jay
No.
Koch, the king.
No. the
Sorry,
king.
did you hear that?
The king.
We put him
Ew.
right- that's where he was in the feudal economy. He was right there, he was king. Jay Koch. I call him Jay Koch. What did you guys call him?
I didn't know his name.
You didn't know his name?
I don't even know his name.
That
Tall
specter
man.
that shows up
Yeah.
and taunts me with stars. So they didn't tell you about the star until you didn't know about it until you left.
I think I knew about it like on the flight home because because when I went in, my mom alluded to the idea like, oh, maybe you'll be able to win money. So they might have told her. I'm gonna confront her about that.
How'd you feel when you found out you lost a chance at the star without even knowing?
I was a little bit pissed. I was like, because
Aw.
I don't know if that would have kept me around, but it certainly would have had a fact. It would have had a push to make me stay.
We wondered that because you walked out and then he's like, all right, here it is.
I
Yeah,
didn't know until
so
like,
messed
later. I
up.
was like, what the fuck?
It's crazy. Do you know what happened to Jared 3 years before that day?
Today has been the worst day in 3 years.
I've been wondering that myself because I'm worried for him. I don't know what happened 3 years ago.
3 years.
Bad happened
Something
to
really
him.
bad happened to
Yeah.
him. And I'm scared.
So you
Oh.
said you were on the news about it?
Yeah. So I went on when I was 8, but it aired a year later. And so I was on the news, like, or there were like some fucking news channel, like around the time it was aired, and they were like, oh, we feel bad. You missed out on your chance to win a gold star, so we got you one for the studio. And I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna get money. Oh, I was like, look at this. I was like, wow.
That one's rounded. It doesn't even look
And
like
it's also
a
a paperweight that I accidentally broke.
How'd you break it? In rage? People keep screwing me over. I'm just a little boy.
That's what it was. But yeah, this is probably worth $7.
I could see that at least. You could probably get it for $5.99 on Amazon. Maybe not these days. That doesn't even look like the same kind of star.
Yeah, it's kind of small.
So what are you up to these days? What have you gotten
Poor
up to?
Jimmy.
I'm going out to medical school in the fall.
Medical school. He's going to save lives. See, that's what happens to people who go through traumatic life events. So you're going to medical school?
You know what? Oh God, there's so much truth to that. There is so much truth to that. I can't help but laugh because it's so true. When you go through something traumatic, you feel a calling to help other people in some way. And here he is going in for medicine. Wow, that's amazing that he's doing that though.
See, that's what happens to people who go through traumatic life events. So you're going to medical school for what field?
I'm not sure yet. I'm thinking like oncology right now, but I mean, it's probably gonna change.
Oncology. What's oncology?
Cancer.
Oh.
Okay, I don't ever do this. I'm gonna pretend I knew what oncology was because I don't want to look that dumb. I know what most fields are. I didn't know the cancer field was called oncology.
It's a weird name. It's a really weird name.
I'm gonna be honest. I actually didn't know that either. So, John, we're in this together. I actually thought it was something completely different.
Called oncology.
It's a weird name. It's a really weird name.
Yeah. So, Jimmy, what field are you going into?
Right now I think I'm gonna go into oncology.
Oncology. For all those of you who don't know, that's the cancer one.
The cancer one.
I knew
didn't-
that. I didn't ask off screen. So, you should all feel stupid out there for not knowing that. Okay, so yeah, you're going into the field for like research or actual surgery or what kind of...
I'm thinking like I hope probably both like research and like clinical work, like working with patients.
Nice, brilliant. Well, Jimmy, you seem like you're a real nice, cool guy. Has anyone
Thank
ever
you.
described you that way? Told you that?
No.
Has anyone ever been nice to you?
Dang.
I'm kidding. No, people are nice to me.
Well, Jimmy, thank you so much for
Oh
coming
my God,
on,
that
but before
stresses
you
me out
leave,
for Jimmy.
We've got a little something for you. We wanted to right this wrong, okay? And we wanted to finally give you that star we feel you deserved. That's right. Bring it out, boys.
Wow.
There we go. Sorry, that's the best we can do. We're out of magenta on the printer. We can't go out and
Free
get
Big
anything.
Mac
Everything's
store.
closed. So here
Oh,
you go,
no.
Jimmy. How do you feel? There it is. That QR code. You just scan that. One free Big Mac. No drink though. I'm sorry. Let me disinfect that for handing it
No,
over to you.
no, no, no. Oh God. Oh.
All right.
Jesus
There it is
Christ.
for the big guy.
Say.
How do you feel, Jimmy?
I don't know if he can save that.
You scan that code. One free Big Mac. No drink though. I'm sorry. You gotta work with the times where. Yeah, hold that up. Wow. Wow. All right, Jimmy. It's been an absolute
Hold on, we'll go
pleasure.
back.
All right, Jimmy.
I made it. You know, I'm gonna say it just like that if I ever make it in life. I made it.
It's been
Oh
an
my
absolute
God.
pleasure
Oh
having
my
you on.
God.
Thank you for coming.
Oh,
Absolutely. Thank you very much for having me, John.
oh.
For sure, man. I don't know if you can tell. I'm not an interviewer. So I just have one final question for you. What do you regret more, Kid Nation or JonTron?
This has been a pretty shitty experience.
Yeah, fuck you, dude. I'm gonna kill you.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, that is so funny. Jimmy turned out great. He's gonna go to school for oncology. Did I say that right? The cancer one, like John was saying. And you know, he turned out great. But it sounds like there's a lot of trauma there that he had to work through. Oh my God, those poor babies. Some of them are probably my age or older. Oh my God, those poor babies.